Please help, I have so many tomatoes. What am I going to do with all these tomatoes? We are having tomato salad on a daily basis, lots of pasta dishes, but still plenty tomatoes left. So I started to cook up my own tomato sauce. Let me show you how I do that. We only moved in here a couple of months ago and I planted the tomatoes rather hastily. There is a little roof, but I did not put a tomato tent, which I normally use. I did not prune, did not thin them at all. And I have never had that many tomatoes. So basically I am taking off 2 to 4 kilograms or even more every couple of days. And it just isn't ending here. I mean, look at these beauties. I put these rather large pots, put a couple of different varieties into one pot, and they really came out nicely. And I mean, all of them. So, unfortunately, I cannot get Pula and Capri to big tomatoes, but at least we are not going to have to peel them. I have a better idea. These yellow ones, they are my favorite. If I have enough left, I might also use some green ones for these Mexican green tomatoes, but that's for later. Currently, we have plenty ripe tomato fruits. Vegetables, I think biologically tomato is a fruit, right? Isn't that beautiful? Italians are crazy about their San Marzano tomatoes, but I really like the mixture. Yellow ones, light red, dark red, different varieties. You're all going to mix them up for lots of tomato flavor. Italians also say that basil goes excellently with tomatoes. So cannot disagree. So we're going to throw in a small bowl of basil for good measure. Also garlic. I'm a garlic boy. Red onion, some spices. This is going to be a vegan tomato pasta sauce. Can be used directly on pasta or mixed with salsiccia, meat, you name it. Flavor on top of flavor. Basil is served. It smells awesome. So let's take our ingredients to the kitchen. Everything is ready, water is cooking, but I just had an idea. I got myself some extra tomatoes, you know, those sun-dried tomatoes that taste so good. And I thought I will put a little bit of garlic and these tomatoes into my air fryer, fry them and dry them, and then mix them in with the fresh ones. That should give us an extra flavor kick. Let's do it. Of course, you can also sterilize these glasses by putting them into the hot oven. I always boil them in hot water for 15 minutes. And what about the other tomatoes? We are simply going to use this power blender. No need for skinning. I will now start to prepare them and put them in here. Still quite some left, so we're going to do this in 2 goes. Our roasted cocktail tomatoes came out very nicely. The kitchen smells strongly of garlic. One wonders why. Now it's time to finish everything up. I finely chopped some red onion here. And we're also gonna bring in excellent olive oil from Croatia. Oil Istra, it's my favorite all-around kitchen oil. We're going to put some oil maybe some quarter cup or something. Just use your intuition. And then we add the onion and let it roast for a bit. With red onion, you need to be careful. It burns really quickly. The reason why I use it here is because it will give us some additional sweetness. You don't want to brown the onion, just make them look glassy. Now we are going to add our polpa, the first part of it. In she goes. Stir, stir, stir again. Now we can reduce the heat a little bit and let it simmer for about 15 minutes. While we do that, we are going to prepare the second part of the oeuvre. Our roasted tomatoes came out really nicely. We're only gonna mix it shortly because I want some pieces to remain in there. So here comes the basil, extra flavor booster, dried tomatoes with a little bit of garlic. Our tomatoes are cooking. I'm now going to add the tomato garlic mixture. Color is a bit darker. I looked it up. Biologically speaking, tomatoes are indeed fruit, berries, because they ripen from a flower and contain seeds. In the kitchen, of course, it's a vegetable. Interestingly, in 1897, the US Supreme Court ruled that tomatoes be a vegetable. Why, you ask? For tax purposes. It seems there were tax differences between fruits and vegetables. It's seasoning time. Last time I cooked arrabbiata. Not going to make this hot. All I'm adding is a little pinch of black pepper. This, by the way, is my herb salt. I made a video about it. Very intense. Fits vegetables really nicely. Have it cook for another 10 minutes. And then it's time to fill our glasses. I did not make it spicy this time, but one can always add some chili later. Maybe salsiccia too. And turn the glass around for a couple of seconds. Let it sit here so that a vacuum forms. Pasta sauce is finished. Now I'm just going to ask Astrid to write the labels, and then in a couple of days we will try it. I'm gonna add some chili and salsiccia.